3.5 hours drive south of Perth, right in the heart of the Walpole Wilderness, is the Valley of the Giants, home to the Tingle trees, many more than 400 years old and some 75 metres high. This is the type of destination you would expect to find in a fairy tale, and it's a site that draws hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. Years ago, when I was a little girl, you actually used to be able to drive your cars in and you could park them under some of the Tingle trees, and then everyone would get out and we'd run around, we'd clamber over the trees and walk around the bases. About 2 decades ago, they built this wonderful series of interconnected paths and the fabulous Treetop walk as well, which we'll show you in just a moment. Now, they did that not for you and I, they did it for the trees. There is literally an army of people looking after the Tingle trees, which only grow here and in 1 or 2 other isolated pockets on the south coast. Ranger Julie Ewing shed some light on why the only place you can park cars at the Valley of the Giants now is in the car park. So, Julie, what was the problem with people parking their cars here?
Well, over the years, these Tingle trees have got a really shallow root system. So with all the compaction from cars driving around the tree, it's crushed the root system so they couldn't take up any nutrients. So now we've got 2 walks on the side. We're just down in the beautiful Ancient Empire Walk, which is about a 600-metre loop through the forest, and it goes through some of the beautiful old trees. You can actually walk through a living tree down here.
And the trees are indeed massive and the canopy so lush. And as we continue along the walkway, the reason becomes increasingly obvious.
So I've come prepared. I brought you an umbrella
Thank you.
because it's pretty moist down here.
Yeah.
And
how much rainfall?
Well, we have about 1,200 mil a year down in Walpole, so the highest rainfall in the state. So it keeps everything nice and moist and green.
And cool?
And cool. It's beautiful.
Hey, as we're looking around at these trees, some of them seem to me to have personalities.
Yeah,
like faces
they do.
almost, yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely. This one here, Grandma Tingle, is one of our most famous Tingle trees. And you can see she's got a lovely facial feature, warts, burls, a bit of a horn.
Is that lovely?
It is lovely. So Grandma Tingle's been dated about 400 years old. So it's really one of the ancient, lovely old matriarchs of the forest.
From the forest floor, it's time to head up into the treetops. And the drizzle kindly stops long enough to leave our brollies behind. And more relief when we discover ascending into the treetops doesn't mean climbing. So, Julie, it looks like a walk anyone can do.
Definitely. So this walk's been designed for all abilities, and it goes from 9 metres to 40 metres to the top of the canopy. So you're actually walking through the canopy of the forest. Have you done that before?
I have never done it before.
Come on then.
Okay, thank you. And I don't know why it's taken me so long, since this structure has actually been here since the mid-90s. Amazingly, the treetop walk comes into contact with less than 4 square metres of the forest floor beneath. Doesn't touch a single tree, and there is no concrete anchoring it to the floor either. It really is an impressive feat of engineering. 7 pylons support the 600 metres of mesh walkway and lightweight steel, which is moving as we walk, which Julie informs me is all part of the design. Saddest, the aim is to make you feel like you're part of the canopy, swaying with the trees. Achieved. The red tingles are flowering today. How lucky do we feel, especially when Julie reveals it's something that only happens once every 4 years. And it's a sight you can only see from up here. This is a very special experience, and you can go around as many times as you like. Don't mind if I do.